Hey, this is Annie Veblen-McCarty, and I'm going to teach you how to be effortlessly productive. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I got sick and tired of experts preaching what business and life should look like and what I should be doing as a leader and to turn a profit, only to find myself wasting time, burned out, feeling inauthentic, and still not making any money. On this show, we are ditching the shoulds. I'm giving you permission to do business differently. As a certified master coach, I believe that everything you need to have success and build the life and business of your dreams is already living on the inside. I'm going to empower you to lean into what you do best, help you see your path forward clearly, and give you the strategy and action steps along the way to become effortlessly productive. Let's dive in.
Good morning. Welcome to this episode of Effortlessly Productive. So I was working with a client the other day. We were in the middle of a coaching session and she said to me, I never get caught up with my work. And it jumped out to me immediately as a life coach. I was like, ooh, right there is a limiting belief. That is what I would call a head voice story. That is a story that is holding us back. But I wanted to chat about this on today's episode because I hear this same story or a variation of it from so many of my clients. And I'll be fully honest, I have also had this story or this belief before in my business as well. And I wanted to chat about, number one, what this is creating in your business when we have this belief that I never get caught up. No matter how hard I work, no matter what I do, I never get caught up. What that is creating. And then we're going to chat about a way that we can flip that, some other ideas that we can shift that story so that it is empowering and it is helping us move our business forward. So are you ready? Let's dive in. So I never get caught up. Now, that is not a fact. It might feel like it's true. However, that is not a fact. And I think that for my client, where this came from was we were talking about all of the work that she had on her to-do list. And looking at that to-do list with X number of items on it, she said, I never get caught up. Now, that is not a truth, right? That is not a fact. When we have this belief, when we're telling ourselves this story, I never get caught up, we can think about what feeling that creates in our body. So if this is a story or a thought or a belief that you have had about your business or honestly about your life, this could be pertaining to maybe you are crushing your business to-do list every single day, but the things at home feel like a lot, the grocery shopping and laundry and house cleaning and all the other things. Maybe it's kid activities. We might have an area of our life where this is manifesting other than our business. So we have this thought, I never get caught up. That is creating a feeling in our body. So some feelings that thought, that belief might create is frustration. I know for me, part of my human design is I go to that frustration, right? So it could be creating frustration. It could be creating a feeling of stress. It could be creating a feeling of maybe anger, like anger towards the situation. Anger towards that thought of like, I'm never getting ahead. I'm never getting caught up. So take a minute and tune in for you. What is that feeling that is creating in your body? Because each feeling is going to create a different set of actions that we take or inaction, as the case may be. So for this example, I'm going to lean into frustration because I think that is also what my client had said in this session. So she said, when I have that thought, I never get caught up. I feel frustrated. And maybe a little bit stressed, but the predominant feeling was frustration. And when we feel frustrated, what do we do in our business? We tend to default to checking emails or messages. Maybe we're scrolling our social media and not actually getting work done. We might not be actually checking things off of that to-do list, Or if we are, a lot of the time what I hear from clients who are experiencing that feeling of frustration, a lot of the time what they are checking off the to-do list is kind of that what they might term busy work, but it's not the things that are going to move the needle forward. As I always refer back to my needle mover episode, right? So it's not the things that are necessarily the most important or the most impactful in your business, but oftentimes it's the things that are easier. I know for a lot of people, when they're feeling frustrated in their business or frustrated in their to-do list, they often go to other things. So go to a different area of their life. And maybe that looks like sitting on the couch watching Netflix or your favorite TV show or listening to music or going out on a walk. And all of those, I mean, I love the idea of going out on a walk to kind of alleviate that frustration and stress. However, a lot of the time too, I will hear that people are going to housework. If they're frustrated in their business, they go and do some laundry, they clean up, they declutter, they're doing all the things besides what is on that to-do list. And what do we do when we are doing all the things that are not on the to-do list and we're not checking off those boxes? We're not actually making forward progress on the things on the to-do list. We're actually creating that thought, that story. We are manifesting our own story. I never get caught up. Because a lot of the time when we feel that frustration, we're not actually leaning in to the list. Now, you may be somebody who is like, no, I'm frustrated, I'm stressed. I do go to that list and I check all the things off. And that is great. If you are like, that is me, you are probably my overachievers. You are probably my very high performers who are going to get things done no matter how hard it is, no matter what is going on. You're going to get those boxes checked. But I want you to take a moment. If that is you, I want you to think about the energy that you are showing up for those to-do list items. When we are in a place of frustration or stress or overwhelm or anger or whatever it is, what energy are you doing the to-do list items in? And how thoroughly are you doing them? And often what I find when I talk to clients who are that high performer, going to get stuff done no matter what, they realize that they are, sometimes I will hear the phrase, I'm just going through the motions. I'm just checking the boxes to have it done. And they're not really putting their full energy in. Or maybe they're coming from it with a very negative energy. And what that then creates is that people are not responding. We're not getting clients. We're still not moving our business forward, even though we are moving through that to-do list, that checklist that we have. So are you ready to shift this? Let's go ahead and shift this thought. So I guess we should start off with, we are looking at our to-do list and we have a lot of things on our to-do list for the day. Now, we could have a thought of, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff on here. I never get caught up. Let's work on choosing a different thought. So we look at our to-do list. There is a lot of stuff on there that needs to get done. This part of this podcast is not going to be so much me telling you, but I want you to take a moment and get out a pen and paper, get out a journal, get out something, get out your notes on your phone, whatever it is that you like to record in. And I would love for you to take a moment to start to do some journaling, and or you can also speak this out loud. I highly recommend recording yourself as you're speaking this out loud, because often things we say kind of spur of the moment, there is beautiful magic in there. I will often read back what a client has said to me when I ask them questions like this in a coaching session, and they will be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe those were the words that came out of my mouth. Those are my words. It's like, yes, that came from you. So if it feels good, speak it on a voice recording or a video and listen back to it and take notes on it later. But I want you to think for a moment, why are you doing the work that you are doing? Why do you have the business that you have? Who are you helping? So spend a minute thinking about that. Who are you helping? What are you helping them with? And then I want you to think about or talk out loud about
Why is that work so meaningful to you? Why is it so important to you to help the people that you help have the transformation that you help them have? Let that spill out. So we're looking at our to-do list, and we have a lot of things on our to-do list, and we're thinking about our purpose in our business, our legacy that we're going to leave, the mission that we have, and why that mission is so important to us. What are some thoughts that we now have about that list? A thought that I have looking at my to-do list when I am thinking about why it's so important to me to help the women that I help every single day. And I'm looking at this to-do list. A thought I have is, wow, I get to spend my time helping these women. These to-do list items, it's not that it's too much. It's not that it's too many. It's not that I'm not going to get it done. It's actually that I get to choose to do these things. I could be going and clocking into a corporate 9 to 5, but I have chosen to spend my life, spend my energy, and spend my time helping women have this amazing transformation in their business to become the CEO and really take ownership of their business, to create these business systems that are working for them so that they don't feel so crazy, so that they don't have so much on their plate, so that they can look at their to-do list and be excited for what is to come in their day. That's why I am doing this. And so when I then look at that to-do list with that in mind, I have a thought of, I get to do this every single day. This is my job. This is my career. This is my life. I cannot believe how blessed and grateful and lucky I am that I have built this business and I get to spend my time doing this. And when I have those thoughts, and I would love for you to think about, how does that make you feel? What is that feeling that creates in your body? And the feeling that creates for me is excitement. It makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel grateful. There's a huge feeling of love that comes for me. I get to wrap my arms around all of these women and help them in their life and in their business. And now think about when we are excited and empowered and feeling that love pouring out from us, all the other feelings that you are feeling, how are we approaching that to-do list? We're probably diving into each one and giving it our all. Also, starts to not matter as much. If we're thinking about our purpose and all these people that we get to help and the transformation we get to help them have, does it matter if we check off every single thing on our to-do list? Probably not. What matters is that we do the things on that list that have the most impact, that push our business forward the most, that help the most people, that are reaching out and telling somebody that we care about them and we are here for them and supporting them. And what do we create when we are taking those actions instead? We create a business where we are having a huge impact. We create a business where we are actually manifesting our purpose and our mission. And so I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I would love to help you if you have thoughts that come up like this, that are that head voice, right? Those limiting beliefs that are holding you back in your business. Learning to self-coach is something that is so powerful. If you are interested in learning how to coach yourself, please reach out to me. We can drop in the podcast notes a link to the next round of our life coach certification. You can get certified to coach other people, but you can also get certified to be able to coach yourself, to help yourself through these limiting beliefs and these thoughts that come up in your business and in your life. And you could also get certified in order to be able to coach other people through these. If this is something where you're like, yes, I want to do more of that to help people be able to make those shifts. In addition to myself, you can also go through our life coach certification for those things. And likewise, too, if you are looking for a coach, you can also reach out to me about that. Definitely go to my website, avmcoaching.com. You can find all the information there. Please just send me a message or on Instagram or on YouTube, wherever you can find me. I'm super excited to chat with you more. And if you just
got so much out of this episode and you're like, yes, like this shifted everything for me today, I am so happy. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you very soon in the next episode of Effortlessly Productive. I'll catch you then.